In the day's other headlines, a government shutdown has been averted for now. President Biden signed into law a temporary spending bill to maintain funding for at least 2 more months as Congress negotiates a long-term package. The bill notably does not include a White House request for wartime aid to Israel and Ukraine. Meanwhile, in Ukraine, the country's military says it's making gains in the Kherson region. The Ukrainian Marine Corps claimed today more than 1,200 Russian troops have died in that operation and that they've destroyed dozens of Russian tanks, combat vehicles, and artillery systems. Ukrainian troops aim to push Russian forces from the eastern bank of the Dnipro River that could open a route to Russian-annexed Crimea. Flooding in eastern Africa has now claimed the lives of at least 130 people. Heavy rains since October have inundated parts of Ethiopia, Kenya, and Somalia in what aid agencies have called a once-in-a-century event. People in Kenya had to hold on to ropes to cross streets today after downpours submerged parts of Mombasa. Residents are frustrated their government hasn't done more to help.
As you can see, everything has been damaged. Operations have stalled. Many people have been affected and everywhere is flooded with water. We elected leaders, but we can't see any help. We're just asking the government to come and work on the drainage.
The deluge comes after parts of the region experienced their worst drought in 4 decades. Back in this country, former First Lady Rosalynn Carter is now in hospice care at her home in Plains, Georgia. The Carter Center said the 96-year-old, who's suffering from dementia, has been spending time with her family, including former President Jimmy Carter. Mr. Carter, who's 99, has been in home hospice care since February. The head of the House Ethics Committee introduced a resolution to expel embattled Representative George Santos. That comes a day after the committee released a report citing, quote, overwhelming evidence that the New York Republican used campaign donations for personal expenses. The House won't vote on the resolution until after they return from their Thanksgiving break. Honda is recalling more than 250,000 vehicles in the U.S. for potential crash risks. The automaker warned bearings could cause engines to lag or stall. The recall affects certain Honda Pilot SUVs, Odyssey minivans, and Ridgeline pickup trucks, along with 2 different Acura models. Wall Street closed out its 3rd straight winning week today. The Dow Jones Industrial Average gained 2 points to close at 34,947. The Nasdaq rose 12 points, and the S&P 500 added 6. And it is beginning to look a lot like Christmas today in Washington with the arrival of this year's Capitol Christmas tree. The 63-foot Norway spruce made the journey all the way from West Virginia's Monongahela National Park. Each year, a different national park provides the tree for the west lawn of the U.S. Capitol. The holiday tradition dates all the way back to 1964. Still to come on the News Hour, Jonathan Karl discusses his new book on Donald Trump's influence over the GOP, how some Arab and Muslim Americans view U.S. support for Israel and how it might affect their votes. David Brooks and Jonathan Capehart weigh in on the week's political headlines, plus much more.
This is the PBS NewsHour from WETA Studios in Washington and in the West from the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism at Arizona State University.